Oh yeah, same guy, same guy from my trucking. My trucking thing has gone crazy. I, I talk bad about trucking because it is bad. Trucking is so bad, you know. And I hate the brainwash idiots who tell me if you don't have a job, you'll be an homeless. He's right about that. If you don't get a job, you'll live under a bridge, you know. So who gives a fuck, you know? It's like vampires. You gotta understand how vampires are, you know? They have a gun, they stick it in your head, and you have no choice to work, to pay bills, to pay your debt off, to get loans, to pay for groceries, to pay for electricity, to pay for water. Yeah, vampires. They love you. They love to make you hostage, you know? And they want you to live by their ways. They dictate your life. You know, vampires dictate your life. You know, poor people, rich people. You know, politics, corporations, government. They dictate your life. They tell you how to live. You know, they tell you how to live. You know, every day somebody's always dictating something. You know, it's like you read a advertisement, you know, and they're telling you how to live life. How you can live life. They make it look like it's so goody two shoe, so innocent, but they're not really that innocent. They're not really that positive, you know? They just give you the illusion of positivity, you know? They give you the perfect family, you know? They always give you the perfect family, debt free, you know? Or either that they give you a corporation that help you in every single way. It's always a corporation that helps you in every single way of your life, you know? That's a vampire wants to dictate your life, you know. And then you got people who like to gossip. You got people who like to judge. Vampires love gossiping and judging and all that shit, you know. Vampires are great at religious beliefs too. You know, vampires are everywhere to me. It's like today I was doing local driving and that really pissed me off doing local today. I worked 10 hours. I worked 10 hours today. I worked since 4:30. I got up at 3:30. I got up at 2 o'clock. Left at 3 o'clock. No, yeah, left at 3 o'clock. Got to my truck, 4. Pulled to, that's my normal average day. Yeah. And it's funny about it. It's like, the first time I did a test, you know, I was criticizing a vampire. I was actually talking to a vampire on my trucking, you know, my trucking criticism, you know, and that's where a lot of vampires hang out in my truck driving, my everyday trucking day life, and tell you exactly how trucking is. All the real vampires come out there. That's why I got like 2,000 vampires right there. You know, this one guy comes out, you know, call me sir, ma'am. You know, it's like he couldn't figure out whether I'm a sir or a ma'am. You know, it's like, and then he hated when I criticize him. Guess what? He's a white guy. You know, he's a white guy. You know, white people are always right. Don't you notice that? It's like what advertisement, you know, and then you got black people who want to be white people, you know? And me being transgender, you know, it's like, yeah, I can understand it. In the corporate world, you got to be perfect. You have to have the perfect family. You have to have a perfect family, you know? It's like they want perfection and everything. Then they if you screw up, you know, one little thing you screw up, you get written notice. You get a memorandum, whatever you call it, memorandum, written notice. You get two, three strikes and you're fired. That's it. That's a perfect corporate world. You know, it's so perfect corporate world that they can play with your life. You know, they can play with your life. They can dictate your life. And then when it comes to firing, you know, say, a poor conduct worker. You know, if you're a poor conduct worker, or if you're not a hard worker, we don't need you. You're not producing as much as we need. You know, they don't like to tell you the reality of corporations, and the part where you get fired or you quit your job because you can't stand your fucking boss. You know, you quit your job, you can't stand your coworkers. You quit your job, you can't stand anything about it. You can't stand it just working the same fucking job for the rest of your fucking life. You know. You have to. Some people have to work 2, 3 jobs, and they can't stand it. You know, this is life right here. This is like getting a gun in your fucking head. You know, talk about stress level going up the roof. You talk about stress level going up the fucking roof. You know, it's funny that you people, you vampires out there. I'm gonna say fuck it. Anybody who watches me, you're a vampire. I don't give a fuck who you are. You are a vampire. Because even your own family sucks you dry. You know, even your own family can suck you dry. Your grandpa, your grandma, your daughters, your brothers, your sisters. They're always gonna find something to leech on you. You know, basically everybody's just like leeches. You know, they got to get paid. You know, we need to get paid. So you tell me what's wrong. This is definitely a vampire fucking planet. You know, with the fake positivity, the fake everything. Everything is fake. You know, it's like it's so fucking fake. You know, yeah, I'm a lowlife. Yes, I am a lowlife. I live in a 2-bedroom townhouse. You know, and I have a kitchen, living room, all in one room. This is all I have right here. I don't have nothing big, you know. I don't have anything big. This is it. What you see, there's a kitchen behind me, and the living room in front of me. That's it. And in a room, 2 rooms, and that's it. That's all I got. Yes, I'm the lowest life of them all. You know, I'm the lower of the low. You know, I have no, trucking. I don't have a life, to be honest. You know, in trucking, I do not have a life. Majority of my life is to corporations. You know, majority of my life goes to corporations. Yeah, guess what? Next week I get to go to Iowa, so I'm gonna be out for the whole fucking week. You know, I'm gonna be out for the whole fucking week because it's my turn to be out. You know, that's how it goes. We have to share the runs. You know, so yeah, I'm going to Iowa for the whole week. Yeah, and your boss will be home every fucking day. You know, working 9 to 5, 9 to 6, whatever. You know. And I get to stay out the whole fucking week, 24 hours in my truck every fucking day, you know? And you telling me you got basically you can't, it's like you're not really technically free, you know? You're not really free because you got fucking corporations, you got government taxes, and you have to work. You have to fucking work. And this guy is, and I criticize this guy for being a vampire, for telling me you have no choice, you know? When you say I have no choice, that means you are a vampire, you know? And you're telling me, I'm criticizing you. I'm going to criticize you no matter what. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you are, you know? You know, Christians are really good vampire. All religious people are really good vampires of life, you know? Just like corporation and government and politics and all that stuff. They're all vampires, you know? Vampires, you know, it's like when I go out on the road, I see all the vampires. You know, it's like, what the fuck do they do? You know, what the fuck do they do all fucking day? I see the rich vampires. I see the poor vampires. You know, it's all about money. You know, money equals vampires. You know, money. You know, you have to deal with vampires with money. You know, just like when you go buy a car, you got to deal with the vampires with them. You know, you got to deal with vampire dealers. You got to deal with those vampire dealers to make a deal on that car, and so you make a cheaper payment. You know, it's like when you go buy a cell phone, you got to make a deal. You don't want to pay monthly payments, so you got to see the vampires on telephone. You know, Wi-Fi's, you got vampires collect for your Wi-Fi. You got vampires. You know, just fucking vampires every fucking where. You know. Vampires on the other side, too. There are vampires on the other side. I can't stand the shit out of them. Can't stand the shit of vampires on the other side. I wish they can all just disappear. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want all the vampires on the other side to be erased. Right now. I want all the vampires. Every single one of those spirits that are like vampires, they just need to be erased, you know. Yeah, I saw 11/11. Yeah, my body's heating up. I'm sick of fucking vampires, you know. I'm sick of this fucking life, you know. You telling, you know, I asked my friend, so you know, what's the point of living? Yeah, what is the point of living? You live amongst fucking vampires, you know. What's the point of living? You know. I always ask that. I asked that for many times, you know. When I died, I think when I died, I was glad to leave. I was like, yes. But instead, I go to another torture chamber, you know. Instead, I go to another torture chamber. You know, I thought, death and life to me, I don't give a fuck. I get tortured on the other side. I get tortured here. Doesn't matter. You know, that's the way it works. That's the way it goes. Torture here, torture there. You know? That's it. Everything about life is torture, you know? You know, and I'm sick of hearing the vampires, you know, telling me how life is good, you know, how positive life is, because it's, to me, it's not real. It's not real at all. You know, not my life. I can tell you that shit, you know. I can tell you that shit. Not what I see around here. You guys live in this illusion again. In La La Land. Yeah, but yeah, everything's so great, everything's so positive. Oh my god, yeah. And then you go back to work and everything starts all over again. Everything gets negative. You get to deal with your fucking customers. You gotta deal with delivering your load on time. You gotta you gotta make sure you keep the contract, you know. You gotta deal with these fucking whitewashing. That's what it is. It's whitewashing. You know? It's on your dollar bill, you know? It's like, it's like, let me show you something. You know? Whitewashing is right here in your fucking face every fucking day, you know? Oh yeah, this is JSX, George Washington, you know, the Freemason. You know, this is JSX right here. George Washington. This money is not even real, you know that? This money is not even fucking real, you know? Just like everything else on this fucking planet, this is not real, you know? Your economy's not real. Gold is just a fucking piece of rock. You know, and you guys are fucking vampires. This is what makes vampires right here. This thing right here on my head, this is what makes vampires right here. Yeah, George Washington. He's a great vampire right here. You know, he's part of the Vampire Society. You know, he's a Freemason vampire, Mr. George Washington right here. You know, yeah. Does that speak whitewash? Does that look like it's been whitewashed? You see? Do you see any color on there? It's like it's. I see white. You know, that's all I see is white. You know. What's wrong with this picture? This dollar bill. You know, what's wrong with this dollar bill? This is racism right here on a dollar bill, especially in America. America don't even notice that they still have racism. You know, this is being whitewashed right here. This dollar on my forehead. You know, Mr. George Washington. You know, George Washington, the racist. You know, George Washington. Everybody always believing the forebears in this fucking state, you know? The racist forebears. That's what they all believe in. They believe in this racist forebear right here. He was a racist, you know? It's funny. It's like I'm reading him right now. I'm watching George Washington. He has a couple black slaves. He has a couple black slaves, you know? You know, he's got to change his diaper sometime. You know, his diaper's got to be changed sometime since he's George Washington, you know? Yeah, George Washington, the Freemason. You know, the Freemasons invented this dollar, you know? This dollar bill, you know? Don't you notice that in the dollar bill, you have this? What the fuck is that? The pyramid with the all-seeing eye, yeah? What is the fuck is that? And you got these fucking vampires believing this shit, you know? You got vampires believing this shit, and then you look really closer. There's an owl on the corner of the dollar, you know? There's a little tiny owl on the corner of the dollar. It's so tiny, they hidden it. It's right here. That's where they hidden the little tiny owl. There's a little tiny owl right there. You know? What the fuck? So this bill right here is not fucking real. Nothing is real. You know, you live in this la la land. Nothing is real. Your economy is not real. Everything about this thing is not even real, you know? Even gold is not real. Gold is just a shiny rock, you know? You know what's funny about gold is they use it for, yeah, it's a youth potion. You know, the Anunnakis use it for the youth potion. They crush the gold down into fine white powder. Some people already know about that. It's just their version of living forever, make them immortal, you know? And that's why we are the slaves of this, for their gold, you know? And you believe in the vampires. You know, you believe in the whitewashed vampire. The whitewashed vampires, you know? The whitewashed vampires. It's crazy how stupid you are, vampires. You became the vampires because of this. You became a vampire because of this thing right here. You know, it's so stupid. It's like, yeah, this is what makes you all vampires. This is what makes you destroy everything around you, you know? This is what makes your life miserable. This is what makes you suffer. This is what you have to beg for. You have to beg for it. And you listen to this, and you listen to these vampires who don't like to be criticized, who says you're not intelligent enough, you're not smart enough. It's all because of this. You know, this is the whole reason why. You know, this is the whole reason why these fucking vampires, these whitewashed vampires, you know, that likes to whitewash you. You know? And how stupid are you? Because this is what I see. I see stupidity right here in my hand. This is where all the stupid stupid vampires come from. It's from this thing. George Washington, you know? George Washington, you know? What the fuck, you know? What the fuck, George Washington? What the fuck, George Washington? You know, that's all I'm saying. You racist motherfucker. That's what you are, George Washington. You're a racist motherfucker. You know, back in the old days, you gotta have slaves. You had to kill all the native. You killed all the natives for this too. Yeah, you killed all the natives for this, George Washington, so you can get the resources. Yes, George Washington, you kill all the natives so you can get all the resources. And look at today, you know. Look at today. Look how we are today. More miserable. So much selfish vampires out there because of this stupid thing right here. Because of this history right here. That's what it is. You know? Okay. I'm so fucking tired right now. I don't know what's coming out. Just coming out right now. Just coming whatever's coming out. Thank you. Have a nice day. George Washington, the racist George Washington says, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.